to push on through. He catches them coming through the boiler, but Carrigan only managed to get one. And with him and Cajun B down, that's just opened A site right up. Now Zipnix is still there. EnVyUs have kept Happy all the way down the bottom of mid. Zipnix is the man that's going to rotate through quad. Device and Dupree both coming from library. This is really tricky because Keo and Apex both in pit.
Zipnix now is just going to creep up here. Happy finally coming through from mid. Zipnix looking for pit there. Apex will drop quickly. He's going to go on towards the side as well. Can't connect with Kenny. Now Happy is trying to duel it out with Dupree. He'll get the better now. It's just Device left to his own devices as the bomb will sort of tick off there, and most of EnVyUs are in the vicinity. Yeah,
it was a little unfortunate. They took out the one-man in pit. They saw Apex in there. Didn't expect the second. Keo manages to get himself an easy frag from behind. And Happy, the man that was sitting down the bottom of mid, orchestrating the whole move, quite happily picks himself up too as well. So EnVyUs take themselves that pistol. It is going to be MAC-10s all around by the seams of it. Yeah, well, whatever flavor of SMG you prefer. Apex not going to go for the MAC-10. The odd one out, it would appear, for the rest of his team.
EnVyUs looking to shred through these unarmored TSM players here. We'll have to see how they want to set up for this, though. Again, Happy will split off from the rest of the team. He's just going to stay here at bottom of mid while most of EnVyUs group together, looking towards apartments, looking towards, utilizing these close angles here. Apex is going to even take the jump up on towards the balcony. TSM here, standard, very, very standard setup for them now. We'll have to see how it goes. There's a bit of a spray from Apex comes in, and MBK very quick on towards Cajun B.
Yeah, Zipnix is just about to hop up there, realise the danger, and back straight into pit. Happy just charges straight through mid, tries to get a couple of shots through smoke, but nobody there. Zipnix is still the man in pit. Dupree trying to get around through Arch, but he's already been picked off. And well, Device and Zipnix, the two standing. Kenny, is he going to find him? Yes, he is. Just spins and finds the head.
Oh, TSM struggling to come up with much at the moment here. His Device obviously was the B player now. He's going to try and hold on to that smoke grenade on the CZ, I'd say at the least. Maybe go for something cheeky towards the end here. But he'd love to get into a position where he can start to pick up that AWP or at least get involved in some of the fights with some decent guns. Having a great night tonight, surely looking to continue that. But EnVyUs will come out strong here on Inferno. They always look really comfortable on this one as well. 13 wins and 2 losses in recent times as well. So they definitely should be backing themselves here.
Yeah, big map for them, no doubt about it. Both teams really have shown fantastic skill. I remember talking to TSM in Dubai, and they were talking about how they're not actually that confident on Inferno. They don't feel it's one of their stronger maps, despite having fantastic results on it overall. Envy, of course, themselves, arguably one of the best teams in the world. Probably Fnatic are the only other that would challenge that title on Inferno. As it stands, though, 2-0 start. Envy didn't really lose too much. MBK is just going to get himself a Tech 9. Not going to go for the SMG second bite. And it looks like TSM is going to go a couple of pistols again. So look at their bank. Yeah, they're all in a good position to buy up next round.
Yeah, nice buffer build up for EnVyUs here as well, and they're hoping to add to that now. As again, TSM are unarmored, so they're just going to fall prey to these SMGs. But this time they're not giving them so much of themselves up as a target. I mean, Dupree and Device, that B smoke went up fairly early on in the piece here, and EnVyUs are happy just to take their time and begin the stack here. Happy pushing through in mid, does take a fair bit of damage as well. Shots coming in from both sides, actually. He's actually lucky to dodge them for the most part. Zipnix is trying to hit him from the back, and he's not going to be able to save Carrigan.
And now they're going to push straight on towards B site. They don't get themselves completely in clean, but Kenny S finds himself too. MBK rattling the shots off. Happy just holds himself positioned down the bottom of mid, and Plant will come down. This is looking to be a third clean round on the board for Envy. Zipnix and Cajun B, the two to challenge, but I don't feel that too confident to push through on this one. They probably want to just hold them pistols.
That's it. Kenny, yes, nice work with the Deagle there. He's made so much bank this round as well with 2 MAC-10 kills, so undoubtedly going to be looking towards that AWP here as well, and we'll be well positioned to do so. Team Solo mid, though, will buy up all rifles here. And, of course, they'll be able to get themselves now on a more even footing with the Frenchman.
Here we go. Kenny gets himself the AWP. Keo and MBK, you're going to switch out. Going to stick around. Okay. Keeping 3 SMGs. That's risky play from EnVyUs here. They're gambling on the fact that TSM won't buy head armor because of the AKs. I feel that's how they're doing it. Plus, they didn't get too many kills, so they're probably just saving that extra little bit of cash, maybe hoping they don't go for it. But big, big gamble, no doubt about it. Zipnix and Cajun B were holding quad there with Carrigan on Arch, but they're going to back away. Envy just trying to sell themselves the fake and get a little peek towards Banana.
It'll be Kiyoshima and Kenny S just trying to work this one here, just clearing out the sandbag corner. Trying to make sure all their due diligence is done.
Oh, look at that. Kenny getting a little peek down in towards New Box and Inferno and Emo, as Cloud9 call it. Yep.
But here we go, the shot's coming out.
Whoa.
Device holds beautifully with 3 there, and that is EnVyUs just completely stopped in their tracks. So you can see where Device is, just in that corner. It's all he had to do was be there. He took zero damage in the process. The bomb has dropped at his feet. Now, in the driver's seat is TSM.
Yeah, just tucked away on porch. It's so tricky. They were pushing through the smoke. They tried to flash and push through, but Device was staring into the corner of porch, so he didn't get flashed up, just span around and, well, easy 3 kills for him, no doubt about it. Now, I think he may just be saved the weapons. Well, Happy's not going to save his over in apartments, and now Kenny S trying to back away, slink into the corner, but I'm pretty sure they know where he is. Now, do they want to hunt down this AWP? I'm not too sure they really have the money to do this. Yeah, they're just happy to let the timer tick down. Device spraying around. Now they're going to just collect themselves a couple of AKs. Now remember though, Envy didn't go full on invested in that one. If Kenny can keep hold of this AWP, MBK, Apex, and Keo all held on to SMGs there, so they're not going to be too upset by that. They can afford to just buy again.
Yeah, that's right. The choice of weapon wasn't even really a factor as well, because those 3 players running point just got mowed down instantly. So, yeah, it's not the end of the world, definitely for EnVyUs now, as they can go back to that buy. But a play like that, they probably want to think twice before making a similar one there as well. Now, TSM still don't really have the option to go for the AWP here. So they'll stick on rifles for now. But stabilization is important for them here as well, as they want to just, grind out those solid CT side rounds here.
All right, what are we going to do? What are you going to do, TSM? How are you going to respond to this? They're certainly not going to run into the grinder of Device for a second time. Zipnik's actually pushing up in apartments here. Going fairly aggressive. He's going to find MBK and Happy coming around the corner. He gets himself one, backs away. Nice little play there. KSMB trying to do the same though. Kenny S not falling for it. Grenade will manage to settle that dispute. And now it's a 4-on-4.
Zipnik's astutely backing up and popping a smoke there on balcony just to cover his process here. So Carrigan and Dupree double stack this corner as well, just to make sure they can at least get the 1-for-1 trade as the smokes do billow up. And there's a little boost as well. I'll see push out a boiler out of mid as well, if it were to happen here, as EnVyUs have to see how confident they are here to push.
Double stack there. Dupree getting a little glimpse over the smoke and manages to find Kenny S's head. He's going to rotate back around towards B side. Left Device all alone. But EnVy are not giving up on A side just yet. So that makes it a 3-on-2 effectively on site as Happy starts to creep on through. Zipniks could be vital here. 2 people pushing his position. Will find one. Won't get the spray on towards Keo though. And Happy will find Carrigan. Now Dupree moves in. Good flash. Goes down, which slows EnVy's approach. And now in this 2-on-2, Device is making tracks. It's going to be the bomb plant. That's a tricky plant because Happy's going to get found out the second he comes out of that plant. He doesn't even manage to get it down. Just about. Keo now in a 1-on-1. Dupree on site. This is a real tricky situation. In pit, great defensive hold for Keo. Doesn't really manage to land too many shots though. Now Dupree, he knows he's in the corner. Keo just got to hold this angle and play it smart, but Dupree finds him. And he will get the defuse on, and TSM pick up the second round.
So Kiyoshima was happy enough just to throw the smoke towards Library and leave his teammate to his own doing there, but unfortunately, the push through the smoke was very, very strong there, and TSM managed to turn it around. That's 2 in a row for them as well. EnVyUs still just have enough money to go for a mostly full buy here.
A lot of mollies coming out. Expect probably a B play this time from Envy. Expect them to try and put some pressure on towards that side. But remember, Device just cut them down in their tracks last time they tried this. We'll see if it's where they go. At the moment, they're going to set themselves up at the top of mid just to slow things down. Kyo getting a little peek. Now, Device has got himself tucked in at sandbags. Now, remember, they've been double nade in this spot every single round so far. Every time they've tried to push that banana spot. Instead, they're in apartments at the moment, not finding any early frags.
Zipnik's a little bit early on the Molotov there, just in case it was some sort of ballistic rush for EnVyUs, but it wasn't. And Kenny S is not going to work down Banana as well, so Device is actually at no risk as well. He won't be able to... We won't be receiving any nades from EnVyUs at this stage. It seems like their attention is elsewhere. They want to work on towards his A. The push is about to come through here. KGB doesn't know what's about to hit him, I think, now. As you can see from here, there's no one watching from quad, so at least EnVyUs have made their way through this far. There's Kenny S on towards Zipniks.
Yeah, that's the opener they needed. Carrigan and KGB, they're in on site, and KGB gets a great little peek there. All the information he needed, but Kenny lands the shot, and now MBK challenging straight in towards Carrigan. A little hop, skip, and a jump gets in him. Dupree gets himself around the side, finds the planter, just mows them down. They line up for him, and they make it a 2-on-2. Dupree slinks away, waiting for Device to come and support.
Happy now forced to get involved in some way here, but the Molotov will cut him off for the time being. Bomb still goes down at A here as TSM had to just take a quick adjournment towards mid. As they regroup, it's Dupree. He's going to be pushing up through those apps, and it's Device to come through towards quad. Happy is in pit here. You can see these teams' positions have been switched as they defend And Team Solo mid go for the retake. It's Happy and Pick. Couple shots coming in towards him from Dupree. He knows he's there, but can he make the shot? The flash comes in as well. Dupree manages to get on towards the sky scot-free, and Happy has no idea.
Kenny was on site with the AWP, and he was just left alone, basically, and Dupree comes in, gets himself a 4K overall. Fantastic stuff. They get the defuse in there. Massive, massive play from Dupree there. Very well played on the retake as well, more importantly, because they just flashed out. And basically, Kenny was just abandoned on site, and they both double pushed him. When he had an AWP, he could only go for one. And TSM now absolutely crippling EnVyUs' economy. They have just lost 3 rounds back-to-back, so they will get the round loss kicking in, but they're going to have to go for a save with the pistols. And it's a deagle round for them.
Yeah, no surprises here now as TSM look to be starting to find their straps, feeling fairly confident with their setups here. And Device again will push down towards those sandbags. Last time they double-naded it coming out from EnVyUs, Device wasn't there, so he's probably not expecting that. But EnVyUs don't look like they want to go for that one either. Again, it's more focused towards mid. An attempt at an entry there for Apex. He has to back off as Carrigan just wards him away with the shot from the AWP.
Yeah, only just a little bit of armor on Apex and MBK. MBK already found. KGB goes aggressive, finds himself one, saw them backing away as well, so they know exactly where they are right now, TSM. And they've no reason to push it any more aggressive. Device is creeping his way down Banana. He's going to get around the back of them. It's Kenny that's going to peek first.
KGB as well. Just a quad. There's Device, though, does find Kiyoshima. He was being left back by EnVyUs, and here was the contingency plan. He had the bomb in hand, and some reason wasn't ready for Device to push him when he did here, so EnVyUs have to backtrack first and foremost here. They might make some sort of entry here, but still, the bomb isn't an important issue now as Zipnix takes down Happy, and there's Carrigan as well. He's going to have a look as Kenny S just tries to get the heck out of Dodge, and he's going to be pursued by the entirety of TSM.
Oh!
Great deal work there, but it shouldn't be enough as KGB will gun him down.
Almost made them costly. Got the one down, didn't quite get the second, but TSM in the lead now for the first time. Now there's the round money kicking in for EnVyUs, so they will be able to buy themselves back up. And it's the Kraken coming out for MBK. Let's have a look. What's he got? Is he got the Kraken skin? Oh, I bet you he has.
I don't think he does, actually. I'll have a look in a sec. He's not giving us any
Damn
of
it, selected already. He's going to keep with the knife. They're going to rush out. So we'll see how this works out for them. Shotty for MBK. It's worked for him in the past. He looks like he's going to be taken into apartments.
All right, well, Sornoff might get a bit of a run here. For the moment, EnVyUs again pushing up. Carrigan sitting back here. And we have 3 stack here for TSM over at B. A lot of flashes towards A for EnVyUs here. And again, the standard split, Kenny S and Kyo on Banana.
Carrigan about to get challenged out, and Kenny will find him. And that was the 3 stack. Carrigan decided to take that AWP over towards it. Kenny getting legged up there. Obviously, that's the bonus of being on top of those logs. They flicked from Carrigan, almost connected. Keep an eye on MBK, though. He's looking to try and challenge out. It's Cajun B maybe pushing. He's going to come out of Arch, and that's smoked off 2 members of TSM as they pressure down on Dupree at Archway.
And MBK already having pushed out there. KGB cannot see a thing in front of him. And MBK very low, but still wants to challenge here as well. He knows hasn't spent too much for this round here, and he just wants to catch anyone he can through that smoke. But Apex and Happy, they're close by.
Yeah, this is a great little fake from Envy, but they can't afford to die. They're losing a lot of hit points here. They still haven't been able to get on towards B side. Now the smoke is cleared, so Kyo and Kenny probably going to try and make that move. But Dupree is rotating. Look at Apex, though. He's gone through Arch. He's trying to run around the back of them. They're trying to 4-man stack on towards B side. TSM not reading this. KGB was smoked off at Arch, but Device holding strong with that AWP. He's rescued it from Carrigan's body, and he's keeping them at bay.
Oh, wow, there's Kenny S, though, getting involved towards Device. Dupree is here, but the rest of the reinforcements were cut off until NBK went down to Cajun B. Now TSM can get here and help out. Kiyoshima will plant the bomb, but Dupree is there to stop him in his tracks, and Kenny, he's got 3, but it might not be enough. He's looking for Dupree through the smoke. Dupree can jump through towards his side. He might even make a spray for this one as well. Players converging from every angle towards Kenny S, and he is running out of time.
Yeah, they know where he is as well. They might get him before the time runs out. They're going to chase him in the corner. Yes, they get him, and that's the AWP going away. No money for Kenny as well. That is crucial. And look at that, just 300 cash. Can't do a thing, so the rest of his team can't really buy up for him. I guess he's just going to have to be the pauper in this round.
MBK, he was in such a crucial position as well. He was in CT. He was actually preventing 2 TSM players from actually assisting at B, but he died cheaply, I guess you could say, to Cajun B there. Actually took a challenge where he could have just held the angle. And now TSM are out in front nicely. Carrigan thinks about a poke towards mid. Happy is there. He just wasn't spotted out here. It's a very messy patchwork by here for EnVyUs.
Yeah, are they going to go for that quick Tech 9 rush? It doesn't appear so, because they've already been slowed down by the mollies and smokes. Not going to flash their way through this either. They've got a couple of mollies themselves. They are. There they go. There's the smoke. They're going to rush on. Karrigan's going to be the target. He's got himself an orb. He gets one, but he can't get the second. And that orb's going to get passed across. Kenny S now has that in his hand. And now they're going to keep pressure on. KJB gets himself one while flashed up. Doesn't get the second. Zipnik's in pit's going to get pushed on towards. Dupree comes in support. Gets him round the back, but can't land the shot. And now Device is all alone as Happy plants the bomb. And Apex is in pit.
He has 3 nades and a kit. Device has the utility to work this one out. You can see Apex now just going to spread out. Maybe even soundbait that pit, give Happy a chance to jump out on Device. But there's a molly. Device is going to take Apex's head off. He shouldn't have poked it out like that. And Device might go for the counter molly here as well, on towards that site. But Happy is not going anywhere right now. He's holding that corner. Device wants to challenge this one as well. The bomb ticking in the back of his mind has got to make him think. But Device will take the challenge. He's running out of bullets. He's going to go to the P250. He'll still get the kill.
He's got it.
Beautiful work from the man. And there is the defuse. Just stunning work from Device there. I think it was the Glock he actually pulled out in the end, but just perfect for the man. Keep him cool under fire. Literally. Great job.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Device. As you said, the clock was ticking. He had to make the play. He had to push it. And Happy kept trying to pop in and out. Got a little lucky there, honestly, to survive so long as he did. But overall, TSM having the better of EnVy here and holding out on the CT side, more importantly, getting them rounds on the board. 6-3 the score. And again, EnVyUs, what are they going to do? How are they going to switch it up? That was a kind of a partial for them. That was 2 AKs and 3 Tech 9s in the previous round, so not a great loss overall for EnVy. Managed to take so much off TSM, but TSM, once again, holding strong, sitting with Cajun B and Karrigan, covering off the top of mid. Device and Dupree over on B site. Standard setup, nothing too aggressive from them, and they're not really peeking for angles. Like if you look at Fnatic, you'd see JW randomly maybe going down apartments. I say randomly, it catches people off guard, and that's why he does it. TSM playing it by the numbers this time.
Yeah, he would have pushed a second mid by now and tried to go for some snap flick around the corner. But smoke comes out now. EnVyUs looks like they want to make the move, and Karrigan forced to already get back around the corner. Cleverly that he did as well. But Apex will try and just mollify him here with the smoke. I'll go up as well, and this might be a rotation through CT to the B site.
Indeed it is. Now, it didn't work out last time. They got caught out from Library. MBK's going to catch Karrigan. Karrigan heard the footsteps. He heard the footsteps of MBK. He knows there's someone there. It's down to MBK to try and keep him at bay. Doesn't work out. He gets pinned out. Now, Device in sight. Can he just keep them at bay? That flash is going to do wonders. He knows they're going to be pushing his angle. Doesn't manage to hold them down, though. Kenny gets the kill. And now Karrigan and Zipnik's pushing in. Apex has got himself in construction site, but Karrigan's just going straight in, straight through the middle, but he gets caught out barbecue.
He was threatening. He was on the rotate. He got one as well on his way. But Zipnik's now realizes he's better off to back up and fight another day here. He's going to get aggressed onto by Apex. And Molotov will help him part. It might not be enough to finish it off. He goes for the USP. He gets the kill. And he's got another one running straight towards him. And he's bringing a knife to a gunfight. He had no idea that Kyo was lying in wait.
Yeah, so 6-4, EnVy back on the board. TSM can afford to buy themselves straight back in this one. Shouldn't be too bad for them. As I say that...
It's a bit average.
Yeah, well, and that's because when EnVy had the Tech 9 round, they took so much off TSM, they had to fully buy back up last round. So they're actually, despite the fact they just won the last 6 rounds running, their bank's not great. And that's why they're on the pistols.
Well, let's see what can they do with them now, as Device at least has an M4 here. Kiyoshima looks like he wants to make some sort of slower push maybe down Banana at some stage, or just keeping Device in place for the moment, keeping him under the thumb as Cajun B in apartments. He's pushed up aggressively and really wants to shut EnVyUs out of this one here, but the Molotov is going to force his hand. He moves back. Zipnik's will also be there as well. See what happens here now as Apex takes the... Oh, wow, Apex with a lovely quick double there. That was super fast. And that's the entry fragging potential of that man. As Dupree, Karrigan and Device, underarmed, underutilized, and EnVyUs with a full team.
But the rotate comes out, and they go straight towards Device. The one man that's got an M4, the one man that has a rifle. So while EnVy could have pushed against pistols, they've chosen to switch it up. Probably feeling that TSM would have rotated away from this. They don't realize they're going straight in towards Device. They do get him down at last. But that quick counter coming out from Dupree and the deagle work. Now he knows there's an M4 around on Spool, so he can try and collect that. And MBK and Apex are in a tricky position. Karrigan's on the rotate. Karrigan's found himself an AK, and now he has the cross. Dupree will go down. Karrigan all on him. He's got head armor, defuse kit, AK, everything he needs to win this 2-on-1.
Plenty of health as well, but will it be enough now? One on his left, one on his right. MBK down to 1 health. He almost is trying to run distraction here from Grill. What can he do? Not a lot, just enough, in fact, as Apex
distraction
to pick
is
him up.
Exactly what he did. It worked perfectly, like you say. Kind of just showing himself that And now TSM, they can't afford to do anything now because that was kind of a mishmash of whatever they could afford. But EnVyUs, they know this. You can see the MAC-10 coming out for Keo. I guess MBK, is he going to do the same? Is he going to get anything past him? I mean, he's got no money.
It was a costly round.
Just going with the P250.
Yep.
Okay.
That cost them a fair bit, that round. I mean, they were down to the one player at the end there as well. So this is how EnVyUs are being forced to grind out some of these rounds against TSM. But still, they keep themselves within one, and that is the important number.
I thought Apex would have passed him something there. Apex is sitting on like 6k. Oh, Keo getting tagged up heavily there by Device. And then cleared out. Look at this. Suddenly they get themselves two. Now they know there's one on porch, and suddenly B site is cleared out. Just a quick smoke going down should stop Carrigan and Zipnix on the rotate. Do get themselves a little look, but that is all it's going to be. And Cajun B pushes Banana. So 3-on-3 pistols, but Cajun B's rescued an AK.
Carrigan's closer. He's back behind Spools. Keo sees him though with the MAC-10, and that's who's going to hurt Team Solid in now in their attempt to try and retake this one. It's one after another after another. The shooting gallery. Apex takes the fluffy toy away from that one, and we are even at 6 apiece.
Takes the fluffy toy.
Yeah, the big bear, the shooting gallery at the fair.
I see.
You take the girl. And
it's a very tenuous link, that one.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, when you have to explain it so much, it's...
Man, like, half my Aussie sayings are impossible to understand at best, so that's better than my normal.
Well, there we go. Who knew that he's managed to... Apex has got himself a fluffy bear. I'll remind him of that next time I see him. 6-6 all square. Envy back in this one. TSM, though, can afford to buy themselves back into this one. The round loss kicking in does give them the rifles they needed. But Cajun B and Zipnix going aggressive. And look at this. They just go straight headlong into EnVyUs. The MAC-10 flying across there. And now Carrigan gets cleaned out. And EnVyUs just hoover up everything they need from this round. Dupree and Device, they're left to just sit on B side.
Primal aggression coming out from EnVyUs there. I don't know what they had on their baguettes this morning, but it definitely seems to have paid off. Still with 5 men after this one as Apex just sprayed them on down. And there's no way Dupree and Device even want a bar of this. Of course, they actually have some decent inventories that they don't want to throw away here. And they can, there's time.
Yeah, they've just put the plan down. They know they're going to be sitting on B site. They're just going to have to check all the angles. They've got to do it carefully, though. Not bad players, but Dupree peaks. Device shows himself. And Happy and Apex clear it out. 7-6. Envy back in the lead. This is a great T side, by the way. From then, 7 rounds on T is impressive stuff.
I really do love. Look at this. Look at this. Pure acrobatics, really.
Flying baguette.
Yeah. Incredible stuff there. Combination from Keo and Apex. And Apex got one more right after that as well. That's what just opened up that side. This is a fantastic game. And Team Solid Mid actually did go for a little bit of a weird buy last round, so they have absolutely nothing. EnVyUs now. Well, looking a lot better than they did to start with. They won the pistol, sort of got going, and then it seemed like they got shut down by TSM. But they're reading, they're adapting nicely. And here's Carrigan and Mid hoping for something special with the Deagle.
And you get the 1D. No, not going to work. Has to back away. Kajimi gets caught out. Good tags. Apex will get taken down by Carrigan. Trying to let loose a couple more. Oh, Zipnix with the CZ just catches them square in the face. The jaws of Kenny S and MBK left on the floor. And that will be rifles picked up. Now, Keo got himself in pit, and Happy's in no man's land right now at the top of mid. He's got 4 members of TSM around him. As soon as that smoke clears, he's in trouble. Dupree, actually, they're boosted up on Happy. Keo finds himself one. Now they step away, but the second that smoke dissipates, Device in Cubby, Dupree Arch. When are you going to go, Happy?
There's utility here for EnVyUs. 3 flashes between, but it doesn't matter when Device is just leaping around corners at you. The bomb is in Boiler. It's being watched ever so diligently by Zipnix, and Device is also on the cross there as well. Keo has to go massive here. He's at least going to challenge this one as well. Zipnix has to back off. He gives the bomb away.
He can't even get close to the bomb. That was just magical stuff. Envy just basically walked into those pistols. That Zipnix double CZ from the Boiler was just what set it aside. It's like no chance to react. He just came running down and gunning for their heads. 7-7, all square, Device with the orb, everything buy what you can. And for Carrigan, that's not a lot. Okay, he's going to get handed an AK.
Say we like this is, as you said, a superb T side from Team EnVyUs here as well. A nice buffer going on towards the CT here in solo mid. Well, the onus will be on them to make some pretty special stuff happen. Their Device getting a bit crispy on the toes. He still gets a massive pick on towards Keo to back away. Will he get a second? No. Flash is good. MBK, should I say, will be able to pick him up, and Dupree just has to stall for a bit of time here.
Oh, but TSM are going looking. They're hunting for kills. Zipnix is going down second mid. That's a little aggressive stuff here. Now, Happy might find him. He's going to go into tunnels. He could get around the back of Kenny. Kenny's the one with the bomb that's about to pass on by. Zipnix is going to come up behind him. They're not going to be expecting him because everybody's going around second mid. He's completely exposed, and that's the bomb that's dropped. That's crucial. TSM managing to get their hands on that one, and now KGB catching Apex out in apartments. MBK wondering where the hell did he just come from. It's like a little ninja out of the tunnels, and KGB picks him off. Happy the last man standing. TSM going to close this out 8-7.
Looking invigorated after that last round, and why not? I'd love to clean things up here and make it an 8-7 half. Bomb loose. And Happy just trying to dodge through the smoke there as well with the pre. Swats him away there, and there it is, 8-7 to the half. And Team Solo Mid doing very well in those last couple rounds, but EnVyUs have put up a decent total to match on the T side.
Definitely a challenge for TSM here as they move on towards the T side. They do, of course, have that one little score advantage, but as you mentioned, 7 rounds on T side. This map can depend on the team, and obviously if they do pick up the pistol, they can maybe get something rolling, get something going early. Could be a big play for them, but we'll see. EnVyUs' defense is normally pretty solid. We didn't really get to see, because TSM's economy was so shattered so often through that, we didn't get to see their deep defense, which they often do on Banana. They'll often deep smoke it, but because their economy was so broken for a large portion of that game, they didn't really have the bank to try and back it up. But we'll see what they go with here. It is going to be a nade for Karrigan, decoy for Device, everybody else stacking out the armor. Nade and smoke for MBK. He's going to be taking that over towards B to try and slow them down. Well, TSM looks like it's going to be a train up mid.
Oh, Device. Watch out for this man. He is on point, and Apex will fall to the Tech-9 push, and he's going to keep going. Why not? He's built up a head of steam, and he's going to use it as best he can. Zipnix here looks to wants to get the flank on towards Kiyoshima. He had no chance of surviving that one. And the push on towards Graveyard as well. Kenny S falls by the wayside. It's just Happy. It's just MBK now, as he has a heck of a lot to do. TSM have just rocked EnVyUs to the core in that round.
Well, nade and smoke is what he started with, but really just only about made use of it. He's got the bomb at his feet, which is why MBK is not pushing on this one. It's down to TSM. The onus is on them. But I feel they're going to try and 3-man go for this. MBK is just going to try and stick around. Is he going to try and sneak around the back? He knows they have to make their way in towards that. Yeah, I think he's going to try and get Boiler, but he hasn't had time to get in position yet. Does manage to find a second as they come around, but finally, pressure by numbers from TSM as they flank around and do eventually get the head of him. So they do pick up the pistol. Now they can work from this. They can get all those SMGs, which is generally what TSM will go with. Now they're going to make some Galils out of this. Okay. AK for Zipnix as well, because he got a lot of the kills in that round.
Device, we have to see whether he'll save up and hope for the AWP next round. Nope, it's a P90 for the man. So interesting stuff here from Solo Mid. Maybe the run and gun is on the horizon for us here. Is EnVyUs now. Keo and Kenny. It's actually a 3-stack to be for them. Actually, it's just 4. It's just Happy at 8.
And they're pushing straight into this. This could work out well for Envy if they play their cards right. Not able to get the first down. Now that's Apex picked off. That may actually be the warning side they wanted, because Apex isn't normally over here, as far as I'm aware. Kenny's going to flash and get put out, but he didn't manage to land it in time. And well, with SMGs like that, the damage is done. MBK caught in the corner. It's the standard position he plays, so he's going to know what to do, but TSM pushing with SMGs is going to be very hard to defend. And Happy the last man standing.
An indomitable force, I guess, Solo Mid with those SMGs and no armor. Or just unhappy, I guess, at the moment here. It's all he's got. And he'll probably try and save that, to be fair. It's a bit of investment at this stage as well for him to grab the P250. He might look for a cheeky little exit here as well. Dupree may show himself.
No, looks like they're going to exit out Banana. It is clear. Happy's going to try and sneak in and try and pick up a weapon. Dupree's like, I sense a trembling in the force. Happy tries to creep himself forward. It's not going to happen. So it's going to be 10-7. TSM got themselves that second round on the board. It's always the dangerous one. And as we said, it was a 4-stack from Envy. Could have worked out for them. They were in the right place at the right time, but they just didn't land the shots.
Yeah, I think TSM played that quite cleverly as well. They were still checking that corner as well on the porch as they worked their way in towards B. So, you know, unlike EnVyUs, I guess they at least checked that one. And obviously, we remember Device mowing them down, so at least they're thinking of that one. Kenny S has an Olafmeister sticker on his CZ. Gotta love the respect. So yes, 10-3 for Team Solo Mid here as well. And EnVyUs, well, now, still going to be a little bit quiet for at least this next round. P250s for all and sundry. And even some armor, of course, that Happy managed to preserve from the round prior.
Guessing it's from the final. I think it is. I saw a couple of weapons from the final the other day. It's another 4-man stack here on B site for EnVyUs. Trying it again. This time Happy's the sole man all the way over. And Device, this time coming in thinking, where are you? You sneaky little devils. He gets tagged up down to 21 and backs away, spraying as he runs. Apex is going to chase it, finds himself one. Device does manage to quickly get the reply though, stopping that aggression. Now Envy all going to backtrack away from this one. MBK is going to be the man that chases down Banana. Kenny and Keo on the rotate because Happy has called out he needs help. And TSM going to plant an A.
Yeah, great work by Device. He kept Kenny and Keo busy just long enough here for a bomb plant to go down. They're both going to be stacked up in library here. NVK is going to be coming through. Of course, that connector. Device in mid, bit of smoke there as well. He can't do too much for the moment. And EnVyUs actually backing away from this one here, interestingly enough. They're even with what they have, they're not willing to sort of throw that into the fire, as it were. And they're all going to go chill on B. Maybe hoping that TSM come sort of hunting them. They can at least have a bit of a stack there and take some guns away from them. But things are looking a little bit more dire now for EnVyUs in this half.
Well, that's the opening couple of rounds that I guess you would expect. It's going to be the opening 3. Envy did invest a little bit towards the second round. They do manage to collect themselves a weapon. As I say, that Device manages to cover it off. Is he going to get the second one on towards Kenny? Yes! Yes, he is! And that's going to be costly. So, Envy, though, can't afford to buy up. This is the round. This is the big one. Is Device going to hang on to that P90 or is he going to switch over to an AWP? No, he's going to actually switch to a Galil and give the P90 to Karrigan. All right, ballsy play. Why not? Do it, TSM. Go for it.
All right, they're just saving a bit here, of course. Device.
It's just like Karrigan. You need some money. You only got 5k. Here, have a P90.
Yeah.
Go.
Still doesn't want the AWP.
Go forth and get lots of kills.
Well, let's see if that's exactly going to be what we see here with 4 players from TSM moving towards Apps in second mid and Device playing back in mid with that bomb. One smoke, just the one for now, and one in towards B as well by EnVyUs, the defensive one. So TSM, lots of flashes between them as well. Almost all of them had 2 of them. Let's see what they can do. Might be a quick rotate through. Is that Kenny S is just going to get the heck out. He doesn't want any of that. He'll have to rotate back through from library. And now here comes TSM. Slow roll. He's a good roll as Karrigan does get caught out by Kenny S from library.
That's a great
can't
fake.
see anything though. Oh, Happy was there.
It's a great fake though. MBK almost rotating away from this one, and Device and Zipnix are pushing his position. Now he manages to get the flash down. That's where the bomb is pushing, and they've cleared them out in A side. So Device and Zipnix, the only 2 standing for TSM. And Envy are on the rotate. Now MBK not really got a great coverage. You can see he's at the back of construction, but they don't check the corners. And MBK just pops out and gets himself 2 free kills.
It was a costly fake, what it turned out to be from Solar Mid as well. I don't know if they even anticipated the wrap back around from Kenny S through connective CT and then library, because he was there and he completely caught Karrigan with his pants down. And Happy as well actually came through from mid to catch the second player trying to go through CT. So, I don't know. Solar Mid there didn't really work out for them at all. EnVyUs still not looking that flash money-wise. They can buy up at the very least here, so can TSM. So this is an important round, this one.
Yeah, remember they were running with P90s and Galils as well,
Yeah.
so they can afford just to get themselves back in, but they don't want to lose this round, that's for sure. They don't want to get Envy starting to build that bank up. And they are slowing things down considerably. They've left the bomb all the way back down in towards the spawn, which is what Karrigan's just come back to collect. Apex and Keo holding angles. Not really any tags landing. Device just got caught just slightly, but not a great deal. That's going to get re-smoked off. Device has got himself tucked in sandbags at the moment, but the bomb is making its way towards A side. Device is the distracting force this time around. We'll see whether they try and put pressure, because quad is clear.
Oh, beautiful from Kiyashima, straight through the window of that truck. And now TSM actually just back off straight away. They're not going to force this envelope any further. Maybe even consider B, with Device having laid in wait, the sleeper agent for the whole round. But there's Karrigan as well. He was looking for Kenny S. Kenny S was going to reciprocate though, but Karrigan will just get the kill. Yeah,
2 hit points left for Karrigan. Very close duel there. MBK left alone again. Device and Zipnix. That smoke is about to clear. MBK's got himself tucked in porch. I think the chicken bought it there. And they'll spray back and forward. This time the bomb is not with them. They're trying to sell the same fake that they just had last game. Cajun B with the bomb. Keo's going to see him as soon as he comes around that corner. Keo gets an angle in pit there. And of course, don't forget, he's got Apex just above on porch as well. So everything is covered off here. Keo's burning. He needs to move. He's burning down. He's going to get taken out. Apex can't clear them out. And now Sight cleared out. Cajun B's going to get the plant in here. But Happy is in position from library.
Happy should wait here for NBK and wait for there's at least 2 of them to poke into this one. It's a good smoke from Cajun B. He'll be glad he had that one there. And the spray will come through from Happy. Cajun has time to relocate. However, EnVyUs now can work with these 2 players, push them forward together. And Cajun B is going to have to get a little bit cheeky on this one now. Doesn't back himself into the corner, though. Always moving, waiting for a chance. NBK check the corner first. He's going to take a lot of damage for it. And Happy in the 1v1. Oh, he does just get it. And he should just have the defuse as well. Kit in hand. But my God, Cajun B definitely made him work for it.
Yeah, he just collected the kit there off the ground. Very, very close. They had to push it there. They had no flashes to push through the smoke, so they had to just try and push together. But they do get their round out, and that's going to put TSM in a tricky position. It's going to be a bit of a force coming out here. 2 AK, so that's about it. They can squeeze out a third. And a fourth. Okay, hang on a minute. How much money did they have coming into this one? The round loss was kicking in, but I didn't think they had that much in the bank. Okay. Well, okay, I was going to say, Carrigan surely can't afford one. There's no way he's got the cash to do this. They're going to have to pass them by. But AWP for Kenny S, and now he's peeking. Just had a little glimpse down mid there, but immediately gets smoked off.
Yep. It's maybe the first time he's really been able to play with that, maybe even for more than one round, but there's the Molotov there being mostly quenched by the smoker. Device was just trying to sneak his way in. NBK will leave Spools and actually take a more forward position now, especially as Happy is backed off that corner. And they're just going to try and play it from an alternate angle here. We might see the set smokes coming in just a moment. You can see Dupree had his lined up, so did Cajun B. And there's no one at Spools here for EnVyUs as well, so if they get a good smoke towards CT, we'll cut him off. NBK is there though. Carrigan drops. He's going to back right around the corner there as well and just give himself some time to move, some room to breathe, as it were. Cajun B coming across the front of the Spools, and NBK in the corner.
NBK's got to try and delay them here. Kenny's making the wrap around now. Cajun B's going to come. Kio's going to join him. Kenny quickly around Speedway. Apex is a long way back on A site. Still unsure because they haven't sighted the bomb yet. Device manages to catch hold of one. That's going to be Keo. He knows that NBK's in the corner and Cajun B will find him. 2 on 2. Smoke's about to dissipate. Kenny S gets a little flash around there. As soon as it clears out, Kenny's going to get free reign to land these shots. Apex got through in that little flash. And now, oh, he gets picked off by Cajun B. That was a big, big shot to land. And now Kenny's in a real tricky position. He's got an AWP in hand. He got to push this, but this isn't going to be costly. Envy, well, can they play Device? He knows he's nearby. Nate just rattles on through. Kenny lands one, but he can't get the second. And that was the danger. I think he was really trying to get up and get one of those weapons away, but instead had to hold on to that AWP. And TSM close out the 12th round.
Yeah, by the looks of things, even though Happy had built up a little bit of a bank there, he will just save along with the rest of his team. I've seen some teams in this position almost spend the money to buy up an AWP for just the one player and try and work around that one here, but a little bit more conservative from EnVyUs. Now the bank is pretty badly broken after that disappointing finish to the round.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and save this one. Carrigan and Zipniks with those Tech 9s when we top set. They're up against pistols though. This time they're stacking out. Now they've hit B kind of every time they realise that Envy are on a bit of a save. They've kind of just piled on towards B site. This doesn't look like it's going to be any different. Zipniks is the only distracting force on apartments, while the rest of TSM start to push his way. CT smoke goes down. That keeps Happy out of the game. He's going to have to go for the wraparound, and it's MBK who was boosted, going to get spotted out. Carrigan easy for him there. And Happy pushes in, unable to find anyone as he gets Device down. Caught him in the back there through smoke. Carrigan tries to push, but this is going to be a bomb plant for TSM on B.
EnVyUs have little to work with here, of course. Just those P250s at this stage. And they might not even want to go for it as well. First time we've seen that from them. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of simple, really, wasn't it? It was a CT smoke, and Happy couldn't get involved until after NBK was already dead, so they've just split them quite easily.
Common thread setting in for TSM, though. As soon as they know Envy are on eco, push B. Seems to be what they've done 3 times now. Envy have stacked it twice, hasn't really worked out for them. Ooh, little dink from Apex there, finds himself one. Trying the one taps on Zipniks. Dangerous exit from TSM. Surprised they're still challenging this when they know that Envy is still here. Gonna try and gets another one through the smoke. This is really dangerous from TSM. Is he gonna get it? No, Occasion beat. Just about holds on. That's a lot of rifles lost there for TSM. When their their economy wasn't great, they can see they can just afford to buy back up. But everybody else on the borderline, breadline is the word I'm after, not borderline. Breadline.
Yep. Dangerous exit is very aptly put. I don't understand that at all. I mean, yeah, okay, so they take the P250s away from EnVyUs.
It's not exactly a great deal. Like, wow, a $300 weapon. Kills the kill, gives them money, but, well, it's maybe what's afforded Envy to be able to buy a couple of rifles up here.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we can see the smoke coming down again towards that B. 2 players? 3 committed to Banana at this stage. 4 I'm going to make it maths is hard.
Same again. They feel that it's possibly an eco. Obviously, they would have heard the rifles there. I think Happy rattled off a couple of shots, but they're doing exactly the same as last game. This time, Xyp9x has gone a bit more aggressive at the top of mid, though, to try and distract, and it's worked. They're going to 4-on-2, try and overwhelm. A lot of smokes, a lot of flashes, a lot of shots, but nothing landing. Finally, one does. NBK gets taken out there. Happy on the rotate. Kenny S is much closer, but look at Happy. He's right on top of Spores. Doesn't, unfortunately, land the shots. Kenny spraying and just handing everything, just letting loose as much as they can, but unfortunately, nothing lands.
Yeah, I mean, you can see what happened there as well. Happy doesn't want to go to Spores because he doesn't want to have to challenge someone pushing Banana as KGB takes down Kenny. So, I mean, he gets cut out from that side every time. It's like the basic MM strat almost. I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but and it was obviously that standard Molotov that comes into flash NBK out of position. TSM, their B push is just nice right now. It's really, really solid. And Kiyoshima and Apex, or at least they have guns. Oh, not Kiyoshima. Apex is just going to chill down there in the tunnel and await the round to end.
Well, we were talking about the 7 rounds that EnVyUs had. TSM have got 6 already on the T side. This is 14-9. Real big problems. And Envy just not able to get anything going. You know, that was their rifle round, but it was a partial at best. Now they're in pistols. This would be match point for TSM. You would assume they'll take it. TSM looking to close this one out pretty solidly against EnVyUs. They've not really had an answer for them since losing that opening pistol round on T.
Yeah, and that last round as well. I don't know, man. Really seems like they just got run over the top of there as well. It wasn't anything. Even I can understand what happened there. You know, I mean, it's not rocket science what Team Solomid put towards EnVyUs here. Let's see if they can make a bit more of a work of this one for TSM at the very least here as they set up again the same. NBK and Happy now actually in a more aggressive position on B. I want to note that because he usually will sit back towards that CT. He's up front. Obviously, this might have something to do with the fact that he's only got the pistol in hand, but Dupree device working towards it when he's caged in B as well. He's looking for the entry. And NBK goes down.
Yeah.
There he is. So that position from Happy kind of paying off there, but will it be enough? Carrigan going to get the spray down towards Kenny S, and he's still pushing, but KGB will shut down Apex.
Risky stuff. 2-on-3. Now, I was about to say if Keo could manage to come out on top in this duel. Envy had actually invested armor, full utility, all they'd got was pistols, but everything else was there. If they could have collected some of them weapons, it would have put Envy in a great position, but unfortunately, Happy is the last man standing, and TSM have cleared them out. So, match point beckons. TSM, absolutely solid performance here on the T side. 7 rounds already for them, 7-2 on T side, 8-7 first half score.
Yeah, I mean, EnVyUs can't catch a break here. It must be really tough for them as well because every isolated 1v1, 2v1, 2v2, whatever, they just can't seem to come out on top of it. Even when the odds are in their favour, it seems like Team Solomid somehow are still getting through it here as well. These guys are playing so well right now, and EnVyUs are a team who really made them work. Device goes down at the end.
Close.
EnVyUs really made them work in the second half here, but Team Solomid have some sort of formula, even if it's internal, that's really making the difference here on the T side. They're unstoppable.
Yeah, well, Envy haven't really got a great deal to respond either. You can see just the double FAMAS for them. The AK, of course, were Happy kept hold of in the previous round, but MBK and Apex are just going to be hoping they can collect something. Okay, Apex has got himself an M4, so not too bad for EnVyUs, but they have to try and find something. They haven't really been able to respond. TSM have just been not really... It's not so much the tactical play. They've just been winning out in the duels, winning out in the pressure. But when they attack in force. They go in with numbers, and it's been overwhelming. The B-side's just totally been overwhelmed every time. And Envy have not really had an answer for that.
Not at all. I mean, they don't really have many weapons to answer now to Team Solomid in the same way. Device set up in the corner here as well.
Double stack from Envy on balcony, sorry. Keo and Apex, hoping that something will work for them. Molly to counter Molly. Oop, step back a little bit. That was Xyp9x is pushing it. But the rest of TSM, the quad is completely open because they've gone for this double stack here. Cajun B and it is Dupree have just got total control at the moment. They can push it. There's the nade that comes bouncing through, but it's answered so quickly by Dupree.
Apex going down as well, so it's just Kiyoshima now sitting up on that balcony. The moment would be expecting another player to be there. MBK does pick up Device at B, but it's all that's going to do is reinforce TSM's desire to push on towards his A side.
Look at Carrigan, total free control. He's round the back of it towards Kenny S. Almost made a hash of it, but that just leaves Keo on balcony, and now there's no chance. MBK has managed to pick up an AK, but he's in a 3-on-1 situation with bomb plant. TSM, really great T-side from them. 8-2 this will end, it feels, in this half. absolutely dominant stuff on T side. We thought that EnVy had a great T side, but clearly TSM are like, no, we'll show you what a good side is. Carrigan one tapping on the wall. We'll find the last headshot there. 16-8, I believe it was overall. 16-9 rather, sorry. EnVy just picking up 2 rounds on CT. Just couldn't get going.
Yeah, and a